Hey everybody, here is how to export and import memory files or preset sounds in and out of your ELZ1. So first let's start with exporting. First go to menu, and then from there you are going to go, scroll to memory, and then scroll to the preset sound that you want to export. So I will export this dreamy piano, hit OK, go to export, and it gives you a chance to change the file name if you want to do that. I'll keep it the same, hit OK, confirm, OK. So now it has moved it to the internal storage of the ELZ1, and that's the storage that is accessible by the computer. So right now you can see I'm connected up with the mini USB cable, and that's just connected to my computer via USB. So to make the ELZ1 recognizable to the computer, you have to turn it into USB storage mode. So we'll go back to menu, scroll down to storage, hit OK, and then from there we hit OK again on the USB mass storage mode. And I'm using Windows, but it'll be the same thing on Mac. If you go to your on Windows, if you go to like File Explorer and then go to My PC, you'll see here a device called USB Drive. If you're on a Mac, you'll just have to go to your Finder or your normal file system to find it. It may also show up on your desktop as a drive. Yeah, so then I'm going to go to my USB drive right here. And then you'll see on the Surface folder, there might be something called elz.bin. That's just the firmware file, so you can ignore that. And then you'll just go to memory. And now we can see the Dreamy Piano is showing up there, and I can just copy and paste that to somewhere else if I want to save it. All right, so then if I want to import a sound, maybe I've gotten it from a website or from another user. To do that, you're going to go to wherever you have it stored. So I have another window here. It's just a Google Drive that has all my preset sounds on here. So let's say I want to move this one called Falling. I'm just going to copy, and then I'm going to paste it over to here. Okay. And then once it's done, you can easily disconnect the ELZ1 by just going back to the device here and just hitting the menu button. That will bounce it out of the USB storage mode. Okay. And the window went away on my computer because it's disconnected. Okay. Now if I want to import that sound, I just go back up to my memory list here, and I'm going to choose a slot that I want to move it into. So let's say I want to move it into slot 60, hit OK. Then I just go down to import, and you can see I have this new preset on here called Falling. I'm going to hit OK. Are you sure? Hit yes. It's going to take a minute. Okay, so now you can see that preset number 60 is Falling. If I bump back out to the menu, you can see it's right there on the list. One other handy thing that you can do with the ELZ1 is you can save everything to a backup file. So that includes your waveforms that you have for the DNA Explorer. It includes all of your 8-bit waveforms for the 8-bit oscillator. It includes all your memories and all of your patterns. So that can be really useful, and all the memories, and it basically saves a snapshot of the ELZ1 as you have it at a particular moment. So that's a good idea to do, periodically, just to make sure you have everything in case you accidentally delete a preset or something like that. So you access that by going to Menu, and then scrolling down to storage and scrolling down to this backup here. And if you have a backup file, you can import it, but here we don't have one, so I'm just going to hit export. And you can change the name here if you'd like, but I'm just going to keep it the same. And I'm going to hit OK and hit yes. And now it's going to generate that backup file with everything on my ELZ1. So I'm going to wait a second for that to finish. Okay, so now I'm going to bump it back into the USB storage mode just by scrolling here. Okay, and then I will go back to my computer. Let me just bring that up. 1 second. There we go. And now if we look here, I'm going to open up the USB drive, which is the ELZ1 connected. And you'll see this backup data folder and the file right there. So that could be your backup of all your sounds, your patterns, everything else. You know, it's a good idea to do periodically or before a firmware update or something like that. So far, our firmware updates have been really stable. It hasn't been a problem, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. That kind of stuff. So anyway, we should have a patch storage page up within the next month or so, so we can all exchange patches or memory files in this case with each other. But we're still working on getting that all set up. When it is set up, just check the link in the description, and it'll have a link to that for everybody to share presets. So anyway, feel free to put any questions in the comments. Or if you are part of the ELZ1 Facebook group, you can comment there, and I will get back to you shortly. All right, thanks. Bye.